right, you guys, so first thing up, I have them off to the side. So when I first started thinking about my small business, I wanted to make sure I knew exactly what I was getting into. I had gotten into crystals not because of the fact that it can make you money and, you know, just that wasn't really the case. I had gotten into crystals because it actually was beneficial to me. I really adored how beautiful crystals can be. And, I was a stickler for somebody who didn't believe in just magic happening. I wasn't one of those people that believe that you can simply, just fix your issues or with your problems with crystals. But when I had brought home crystals for the first time, I felt a change or a shift in energy. And that shift in energy made me realize, this was something that I could potentially share with other people. And so going into the business, my main goal or my main motto was to be happy. Was to be happy and bring happiness to other people in the form of these beautiful crystals that Mother Earth had provided for us. I know there's shadow over here and there's light over here. We're chasing the sun again today, you guys. But so with that being said, I got into small business because I've always grew up in our family where, we always owned something, and I wanted something that would make me feel so fulfilled in my life. I was working a regular 9 to 5 job. I was a manager for a couple different restaurants, and it was just my day-to-day life. It didn't bring me joy or happiness. But then I realized there's so much more that I could do. I wanted to touch people's hearts, and I wanted people to have a piece of my energy because I knew my energy was great. I knew that I wanted to make people happy. So first thing first, when you decide to open up your business, take the idea of making buku money out the window. If you're in here in this market to just make money, then this might not be the place for you. Oh my God. Look how beautiful. So first things first, establish what you want to be called. I spent a good couple of days trying to figure out what to name ourselves, but I knew I loved Celestial. Celestial was one of those things that I was always obsessed with as a kid. My obsession went from animations that had to do with celestial beings like Sailor Moon. I was into the star system, the galaxies, like all of that stuff. Like I really adored it. And I figured, I needed something celestial. And it so happened that my spouse, his name is Temple, and we have this thing where when I first met him, I had stated that though his name was Temple, he was my temple. He was my safe haven, my place to feel at home and at ease. And that was what I decided to go for, was Celestial Temple. I wanted to bring the comfort and the happiness and the ease that I felt being within my temple. I wanted you guys to feel that as well. Next step was to also understand the market for our crystals. Now, crystals are they are marketed by so many different people, and understanding their value is one of the first steps. Once you understand the value that they hold and the value that you yourself as the curator holds, it'll make things a little bit easier in the long run in terms of understanding how to price things, how to market things. This is beautiful. So this is a citrine. Next step was to make your connections. Connect with other sellers. Connect with vendors from across the globe. Make these beautiful connections that I never thought I would have made from just being a shop. I have so many connections now in Brazil, China, Madagascar, South Africa, Pakistan, and India. And these people are amazing. Dominican Republic, you're supporting families rather than supporting bigger name companies who are trading in these items. Another thing is I would highly recommend you learn crystals. Learn what it is that they offer. Learn what it is that they can provide to you, what you're seeking, and learn to cherish them for what they are. These are beautiful smoky citrines. There's inclusions in this one. Next, once you establish your namesake, you've made your connections, you start reaching out and you start connecting with people. I think this is my favorite piece so far. That is a beautiful piece. Look at that clarity. We decided to do Instagram sales rather than your traditional sales through a website first, was because that's where I had fallen in love with crystals. These are so pretty. Next up, learning to do the back of house. Learning to how to invoice, talk to customers, customer service. Those things really do matter. I pride myself in my customer service. It's a skill set I've been working on for many years now. At this point, it's looking about 10 years to 15 years of customer service that I've done. And it means so much more for me to build my connection with my customers and for them to understand my connection with the crystals and rehoming them. So it means a lot. It means a lot to be able to connect with these people, show them that you really do care, that you want these crystals to go to homes that have the right vibes and the right potential. And there's a lot of things behind the scenes you got to deal with. Making sure you get your legal name turned into either a sole proprietorship or a LLC. Opening up banking accounts to make sure you have your bank statements separated for your expenses. Make sure you understand that your time is worth it. So along with me selling crystals, I also sell and create malas and bracelets and keychains. Kim, who is my sister who helps out with some of the homemade products, she makes sprays and spell jars, and I make candles. So you have to understand, your time and your worth. Don't sacrifice those just because you think it might cost too much or something. Your time is worthwhile. And you need to remember that your time is always going to be priceless. So always make sure you charge properly for your time. This is so cool. So these are natural fractures inside. The way that it's all cracked up, it's all natural. It feels like almost at any given point it could break, but the fact that it's all being held together is still insane. This is so cool. So always understand that you're worth the time. Make sure you are paid properly for your time, and make sure that people will respect you for your craft. What else? What else did I do behind the scenes? There's so much. We go through invoicing, packaging, thinking up of new ideas, taking the time out to stay up late at night to curate. Oh, is it a set? It's not. I thought it was a set. I was so sad. It's so beautiful. It looks like it go together though. It's still beautiful nonetheless. Maybe I'm doing it wrong. No, they don't. They don't go together, but this is gorgeous. These geodes. But yeah, there was so much that we had to deal with in terms of, I think it was a little bit easier for me because I spent so many years learning to pack for a third-party company. So I knew how to pack, you know, finding materials such as packing products, bubble wrap, tape. There's so much to that process that we had to go through. But I think finding all these things and accomplishing, oh my God, that is so cool. But accomplishing all these things on my own was fabulous. Make sure you guys get yourself a really good tax preparer, an accountant or a CPA if you have the chance. It's really good for you guys. It helps take out the stress of worrying about the legal side of things. I always get quite a few DMs actually when other small businesses reach out and they're asking what should we do, what's the process of doing something, and I am more than welcome. Ooh, could this go to this one? Oh, it does. Oh, they were just wrapped individually. Okay, so that means this one goes with this one. It is. It's a set. Oh yes, I love that. So this is how they grow, you guys. And then you do is you just cut it in and you're revealed how beautiful they are inside. I love when we get sets like this. So I'm just gonna leave these open. But that's all the time I have today. I pretty much sound like I was just rambling and jambling. But if you guys are really interested in some very specific questions, feel free to DM me or even type it in the comment section, and I will curate a bunch of the questions together and make a separate video upon it if you guys like the things that I had to do in terms of finding the proper equipment so I can have my live shows, or finding and curating people that would bring me these beautiful crystals from all around the world. This shipment that I had gotten is from Brazil, from a good friend of mine. These are stunning. So if you guys are interested in that, I can definitely do a video on that. But until next time, I'll see you later. Bye.